Why do winning chess positions end in stalemate? Imagine you are winning a game of chess, and suddenly the game ends in a draw. It might seem strange, but it happens more often than you think. Sometimes a game that looks like a sure victory can suddenly turn into a stalemate. So, why does this happen? Well, it all comes down to the rules of chess and how they treat situations where a player has no moves left but is not in check. In chess, a player must always make a move if they can. If they have no legal moves and their king is not under attack, the game is called a stalemate. This means the game ends in a draw, even if one side is clearly ahead in material or position. This rule helps keep the game fair and balanced. It prevents a player from winning just by trapping the opponent's king without delivering checkmate. Winning positions often involve the stronger side trying to restrict the opponent's king and pieces. They might push the king into a corner or block all escape routes. But if they are not careful, they might leave the opponent with no legal moves but without putting the king in check. When this happens, the game ends in stalemate. A common scenario is when the defending king is trapped along the edge or in a corner. If the king is not in check but cannot move anywhere without moving into check, it's a stalemate. Another situation is when the stronger side captures or blocks all of the opponent's pieces, leaving only the king. If the king has nowhere to go and is not in check, the game is a stalemate. In practical terms, players sometimes push their luck by trying to corner the opponent's king. But if they accidentally leave the king with no legal moves and not in check, the game ends in a draw. Sometimes players even deliberately aim for stalemate to avoid losing a difficult position. From a fundamental point of view, stalemate is an important part of the game. It shows that even with a material advantage, a player can still fail to win if they don't checkmate properly. To turn a winning position into a victory, players need to carefully restrict the opponent's king while still leaving at least one legal move. So, the reason winning chess positions can end in stalemate is because of the rules that declare a game a draw when the player to move has no legal moves but is not in check. This rule keeps the game fair and prevents winning positions from being turned into easy traps. Learning how to avoid stalemate is key to making sure a winning position actually results in a win.